Hello, Libra. Welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. Today we're doing a What is Hidden readings. Let's get started with your oracles. Messages for Libra. Have letting go, resistance. This cycle has ended and it's time to let go to experience new growth. It is vital to have closure and gratitude for the situation to make room for new things to enter. Go within to find what is holding you back. Change is necessary in this situation. On the bottom is new beginnings, intention. New doors are opening and new opportunities are here. You are shifting into a higher frequency by honoring yourself and your accomplishments. It's time for a fresh start and a clean slate. You are being asked to only bring your new self into this next chapter. All right. Next, we're going to get the messages of love. Oracle. We're going to get 3 of these. Messages for Libra. Of detachment. I had to let this go so I could clear my mind. Reunion. We will always come back to each other. And soul contract. The lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten. This looks like it's talking about letting go of someone like for good. There may be a test here in regards to this person coming back. You may have come back to this person at least once or a few times already. On the bottom is gossip. I'm afraid of what other people will think. It's definitely indicating that something needs to be let go here and a new beginning started. It's saying change is necessary in this situation. So it's saying if change doesn't happen, then the cycle will just repeat. So let's get the Twisted Oracle. We're going to get 3 of these for more context. Messages for Libra. You know, too late and my way. Selfish, stubborn, arrogant, pride, and ego. Workplace affair. Free, moving on, letting go, loving you. And wingman, best friend, partner in crime, covers for them. Looks like someone could be dealing with a player. On the bottom is turning your back. So once again, it's still indicating let go, move on. The indication here is this person, if you're the one dealing with this person is not good for you. The things that they're doing, they'll only continue to do. Let's get started with the tarot. So the first section is what is the truth behind the situation? What is the truth behind the situation? 3 cards fell. So I need to take these 3 cards. The Queen of Swords upright. We have the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, the Lovers, Gemini energy, and the Ten of Cups. This is making a choice in regards to your own happiness. Judgment. Yeah, making a final decision. This is I feel like it's talking about like choosing self-love. I'm hearing this. I don't know that I agree with what I'm hearing, but what I'm hearing is going back to someone is only punishing yourself. I feel like what it's trying to indicate is like you don't deserve this. Don't do this to yourself by continuing to go back to someone. I just didn't like the way that was worded. So Queen of Swords, the Lovers, Ten of Cups. Five of Swords, yeah, turning your back. Page of Cups. And Four of Swords. It's clearly indicating that there's something about the one who's doing the thing here that the one dealing with this keeps going back to. The one who's dealing with this is struggling, for whatever reason, they're struggling to let go of the other. It seems to me like the one who's doing the thing is good at charming their way back in, or, apologizing and then getting another chance. Five of Swords, Page of Cups, Four of Swords. Queen of Swords again. King of Swords. This could be a marriage. King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and the Three of Cups. It's talking about separation and reunion. This looks to me like it's saying someone needs to take time to decide what it is that will make them happy. I feel like it's saying someone needs to take time in separation to decide what makes them happy. Because what I feel like is when whoever's dealing with this gets around the other person, they charm their way back in. It feels to me like it's better to make a decision when you're not face to face with the other person. There's an issue here with getting pulled back into the relationship, and it may be against whoever's dealing with this is better judgment, like they know better, um, but they give in to whatever this person is saying. What is the truth behind the situation? The problem is, especially if this is a repeating cycle, is this person, the one who's doing the thing, if they've got chance after chance, then they know how the game is played. They know that they can work their way back in, but they're only going to continue to do what they're doing because they know they can get away with it, ask for forgiveness, and then the cycle repeats. And it's saying the only way this is going to stop is if the one who's dealing with it puts an end to it, like literally. The dog, that's loyalty. Yeah. The one who's dealing with this is loyal to the other, to a fault. Letter, this is a signed document. It can be text or emails. I feel like, yeah, the grave, an ending. That's literally what I was about to say. I feel like if this is going to come to an end, it has to end. Like, it has to be an abrupt ending. That's the end, because I feel like this person is able to work their way back in through communication. Because this is indicating even through text or emails or whatever, this person can talk their way into getting the other to stay with them or to come back. You can repeat the cycle. Um, the experience is to repeat the cycle until the lesson is learned. So you can go through this and you can go through this, but if you're already seeing the pattern, if you're already seeing that things aren't going to change, then it's just the old song and dance. This person is going to charm their way. They're not going to do anything. If they haven't shown you that they're going to do anything different, then they're not going to do anything different moving forward. There needs to be, and I don't think this is anything that whoever's dealing with this doesn't already know. There needs to be an acceptance and an acknowledgement of that. Because what I feel like is every time this happens, someone's thinking, well, maybe this time will be different. If they haven't shown you any change, then they're not going to change. All right. So, how does this affect Libra? How does this affect Libra? Page of Pentacles in reverse, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Ten of Wands in reverse, Page of Cups in reverse, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yep. It's really saying, it's like make things easier for you by not giving into this person. End your burdens by not accepting an apology. It's saying you're not going to receive. There's this hope here. There's a false hope here. There's a false hope here that the other is going to change. And it's saying end your burdens because you're not going to receive what it is you're after, and don't accept the apology. And so this is either indicating that there is a separation here, or it's saying when this happens again, because it's inevitably going to happen again. Page of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Wands in reverse, Page of Cups in reverse. Nine of Pentacles here. It's like a codependency on waiting to receive something you're never going to get. Hanged Man, feeling stuck. Yep. Seven of Wands. Block. Yeah. Block this person. Don't accept an apology. The thing is, and it's showing up clearly here, is the one who's dealing with this knows that they should end it. They know, it's like deep in their gut, they know this isn't going to work out. I know this is going to be more of the same, but I'm hopeful for change. I'm hopeful for this person to show me something different. And it always leads to disappointment. That's why the one who's dealing with this is feeling stuck in regards to ending their burdens, because it's saying, I want this to end, but I don't want to end things with this person. That's where they feel stuck. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the Hanged Man, Seven of Wands. The Fool, yep. See, it's saying I'm codependent. The one dealing with this is codependent on something they will not receive, but they take the risk anyway. It's because they're codependent on hoping to receive something that they know they're not going to get. So they take the risk anyway. Eight of Swords in reverse. The indication here is like, I know I could end this. I know I could put a stop to this, but I feel stuck. So it's almost like a feeling of, what if this one more chance I give them is the time that they're going to change? It shouldn't be this hard. It shouldn't be this much work on getting the other person to do what it is you need them to do in order to feel fulfilled in the relationship. Yeah, Nine of Cups. You'll get wish fulfillment by blocking them and not accepting their apology. It's saying there's something better out there, or someone better out there. It's saying this isn't a stable relationship. It seems as though it's not talking a whole lot about the other energy, but it is being clear that they're not willing to do the work that the one is dealing with this is willing to do. And that right there tells you pretty much all you need to know. They're not in it the same way that the one that is dealing with this is in it. And the truth of the matter is you should find someone who is willing to be as in it as you are willing to be with them. So why has this been hidden from Libra? I'm not sure what's being hidden here. Why has this been hidden from Libra? The Six of Cups in reverse. The Three of Swords. Eight of Cups in reverse. Okay, this is talking more about like deniability, being in denial. Not going back to the past. Not going back to the past is going to be painful. This is saying not going back to the past, ending this may be painful, but it's just as painful to stay in it, is what this is saying. It's clearly saying whoever's dealing with this is not fulfilled. But why do you stay? The question is, why are you staying in something where you know you're not being fulfilled and continuing to do that? Six of Cups in reverse, Three of Swords, Eight of Cups in reverse. Nine of Swords in reverse. Yeah. The what is hidden here is it is just as painful to stay as it would be to leave. Yep. Nine of Swords in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Seven of Cups, Illusion. It's without a doubt talking about being in denial, not using your intuition, that it is just as painful to stay as it would be to leave. It's saying by ending the relationship, moving on, letting go, that you will not have regret or disappointment. There is wish fulfillment moving forward, but not with this person or in this relationship. Why has this been hidden from Libra? The Stork. A new beginning, child, or pregnancy. There's no, okay, saying that there's nothing to worry about. There's confusion or illusion here. There's nothing to worry about in regards to not going back to the past, in regards to starting something new. It's saying for the one who's dealing with this, what you're not seeing is there is happiness beyond this situation. Sickle, cutting someone or something out. Yeah. Once again, someone is not using their intuition. That is just as painful to stay in the relationship as it is to leave. This is clearly saying something needs to end, someone needs to be let go of. The Sun, clarity. There will be clarity that in not giving this person a second chance, in not returning to this person, you will not have regret or disappointment. It's saying that's what is hidden. But it's not that, I feel like it's not because the one dealing with this does not know this. I think deep down they know this. There's denial here, or it's more false hope than it is denial. There's some sort of false hope here that maybe this time will be different, or maybe this is the time that things will change. And it's like, okay, it wasn't this time, maybe it'll be the next time. Okay, it wasn't this time, and it just keeps on and on and on. And it's saying don't do that. I didn't clarify these up here. Let me clarify these. How does this affect Libra? Journal, that is feelings and emotions. Yep. this is going back exactly to what I literally just said. This is once again being codependent on hoping to receive something that you're not going to get, taking the risk because you're hopeful to receive something you know you're not going to get. The gentleman, that's masculine energy. So either you're the masculine dealing with a masculine, there's more masculine energy. See, if you're dealing with a masculine, this is saying that their wish fulfillment is for you to accept their apology. I'm telling you, this has happened enough times to where this person, the one who's doing the thing, knows how it works. It's like, I'm going to do this thing, whatever it is. And if I get caught or I get found out, all I have to do is ask for forgiveness and my person will give me another chance. So every time that you give this person another chance, you're letting them know, or you're setting the intention that it's okay to do this. All right, so how does Libra deal with this new information? How does Libra deal with this new information? I dropped a card. I have the Five of Wands. Then you take the Five of Wands. Is it upright? Five of Wands, Knot of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and the Ace of Swords in reverse. Justice in reverse. How does Libra deal with this new information? Five of Wands, Knot of Wands, Ace of Swords in reverse. I think the one who's doing the thing is a player. Yeah, Ace of Swords, Knot of Swords, and the Two of Wands. It looks like something may become clear here in regards to this person. And that may be the issue. Maybe there hasn't really been clarity in the past. But once you see something with your own eyes, that may change things in regards to this person, because it's indicating that there's something about a lack of clarity. And getting that clarity is going to cause someone to change directions. Ace of Swords, Knot of Swords, Two of Wands. Yeah. Ace of Cups in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. How does Libra deal with this new information? There's something here that is causing change, which is said change is necessary in this situation. And that's what the universe does. Whenever the universe sees that you're not making the changes, they will put something in place to make you open your eyes, or they will force change to happen. This looks like a situation where someone's eyes are being forced open to see something clearly in order to change direction. This looks like something is being revealed. How does Libra deal with this new information? Ring, this is commitment. It's saying there is, in regards to the commitment, there is going to be clarity. It looks to me like this, either this is talking about the one who's dealing with this having inner conflict, or it's talking about the other putting the other in competition. It's saying there is going to be some sort of clarity here in regards to inner conflict where there won't be reconciliation. The Mice, theft and destruction. There's going to be some sort of truth come out. I think this person's a player, but it's also saying there is going to be some sort of truth here that is going to lead to destruction. And the key, getting answers. Yeah. Clearly saying here, the indication is that there is going to be clarity that is going to help the one dealing with this make a decision, or at least know where the relationship is headed, if they continue staying with this person. All right, let's get the closing messages. Closing messages for Libra. I wondered how far this would go. And on the bottom is, I wish you would come back. See, that's the problem, is this person constantly, every time, I wish they want the other to come back, and the one who's dealing with this always falls for it. The breaking the cycle is going to be no longer falling for it, no longer choosing to come back when this person says all their pretty words that to try to make you believe that they're somehow going to change. All right, let's get the Sacred Creators Oracle messages for Libra. You have, what's your honest truth? And on the bottom is, the edge of evolution feels messy. So let's see what's your honest truth says. Number 20. Essential meanings: total authenticity and transparency, a glorious unveiling of spirit, clear and compelling communication that comes from the heart, finding the key to abundance by finding what is true and right for your soul. Self-care message: a need to peel back the many layers of your own truth, holding on to masks for protection, a true dive into your own heart with love and compassion, a need to pay closer attention to the shadow aspect of your story, areas where you may be denying your truest desires and your true essence. We hold on to many layers of truths we learn from our parents, the ones we've learned during lived experiences, and the ones that our ego holds on in order to lovingly protect us from the world. You've outgrown a layer, and it's time to do some shedding in order to curate the best framework for your future. At the base of all your learned truths lies a different sort of true, an underlying true essence, and this core foundation is refusing to be quieted or ignored any longer. You will hear it clearly now, as an old truth has become too small for your expanding life. Perhaps a soul purpose, a sacred contract, or a destiny is unveiling your truest true of your honest truth. Perhaps it is reminding you now that you are here for a reason. When you strip it all down to the soul, what work are you being called to do, and why are you here at this time? Questions to ask. Do you believe soul purposes can change and evolve over time? What were you doing the last time you felt insecure or inauthentic? And what did you do or think to create that situation? How do you feel when you are most authentically you? Is there a negative belief about yourself or about your abilities that is holding you back? A story about circumstance? How can you tap into the infinite nature of your soul and shift your thinking on this? All right, Libra, that is what I have for you. If you enjoyed the reading or if it resonated, please hit the like button, subscribe if you like, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.